Good morning, Daniel. Clov. Oh yeah. Spoke Hive did twice. Once here, twice. Could set up a short later. Do I have any shorts? Yeah, I think I do have locates. So I'm just gonna wait till I set up. There's daily resistance at 9. So we're just gonna wait until it sets up inverted cup and handle. So there was somewhat an inverted cup and handle on the book map. You can see like this little peak and then a little handle here. But I'm just gonna focus on the chart. So the 5 minutes is at 7. It's 784. It's extended, but I don't know if the risk and reward it's worth it. Yeah, I think this one, the higher it goes, the better. But yeah, so it might set up something here if you want to take a risk off 813s. It's a lower high right now. But I think if it goes higher, it'll look a little better. Or it gives another lower high here, like another bounce, an attempt to break 813, and if it doesn't, it can take that short. Alright, so here's the attempted bounce. So VWAP is at 790s. So 813 was the prior high, so 804. Okay, so looks like it might break. So that's the trend line break right there. Yeah. So it looks like it did some small bounce around here, and that might have been the break. Yeah, so this peak and then this little inverted cup and handle at 813 risk would look good there with this trend line break. And it kind of wicked to 790s. Oh, my pen tool is not showing up. Yeah, so I was I almost I almost bought this or shorted this trend line break, risking 813. There's like an inverted cup and handle from that spike right there. 804 would have been nice. This is a reshort opportunity, but this test is too dangerous to reshort that. Sometimes I end up getting hurt trying to reshort that pop, and then it will like go higher. Yeah, that was a nice entry spot there. I didn't enter. I didn't take it. It looks nice if you took it. Potentially, if it gets rejected here, 805, 804. Looks like it attempted with that wick. You can get a 780 test here, depending on how it reacts right here. If this is gonna set up a lower high or higher low and then break over 804, or it's going to get a lower high and reject and go lower. But this is VWAP. This is where it kind of bounced off VWAP right now, 790s. I think if it breaks VWAP, we're seeing 780s, but good spot if you took it. You can stop the rest on 813s. No trade for me though. I wanted like one more candle here, like a green candle or something. One more consolidation candle, and then a break later. I would have gotten more comfortable. So that's yeah, CLOV. Nice if you took it. Ebon, I don't have any locates for. $4.74. Yeah, it looks like another slow morning. Barely have like 10 tickers above 5% today. HT looks over extended on the daily chart. Probably not gonna short this. Might get a bounce. Yeah, WKHS. I think we will probably have to wait until the 5-minute entry. So the 15-minute is extended. So we'll wait for the 5-minute to set up. There's high daybreak on this 5-minute candle right now. Hopefully just consolidate for like 10 more minutes, like off on the 90 EMA trend, and then we can see like an inverted cup and handle break. If it goes higher, it'll look better as well. The 15-minute is getting a little bit extended, so we might see a pullback to like 1230s, 1240s once it's set up. It does have SSR on, so it could get tricky. Yeah, so we'll just wait until this trend higher. Looks like it's a attempted flag here on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, but pretty weak high-day pushes so far though. Yeah, on the daily chart, it does have 9 EMA resistance at 1280s. This is where the daily 9 EMA is at 1280. So I might get rejected like these days. I guess I didn't have much of a pullback when it approached the 9 EMA. I might get like 25% range pullback. So if it approach it, then you might get a candle like this on the close. But who knows, it could also shoot over it, so it could also shoot over it. So let's see what it does today. So 1280 is this green line here. It's the daily 9 EMA. Hey, George. Ston, let's check it out. Ston looks pretty beat up. I don't think it'll go anywhere today. Pretty much closed the gap. I think it ran in the morning. Now it's pretty much down. And it looks like it's breaking down right now. Off a bear flag. It's broke, retest, and it's gonna go lower. But there's 90 MA in the hourly right here, so it might just consolidate here or bounce. But yeah, it doesn't look good here. I don't think it's a good entry. It doesn't look like it'll go any further. The highest it'll go is probably like 190s, 192 above VWAP. But it might get rejected if it does bounce. The level you want to look for is if it holds 194, 195 as support. So it really needs to like get over here and holds it at support level. And then you can have a flag line like a cup and handle here. And then it'll be a good spot to buy around $2. Sometimes buying higher is better because you're buying in an uptrend. Right now you're in a downtrend. MTSL just got rejected hardly right there on VWAP push. It's like a huge rejection candle. See on the book map, there's a lot of green. Green bubbles. Yeah, so I probably do I have shorts for this? Let's see. Okay, I can't short it. But a spot here would be a good short would be if it bounces off this level, consolidate, and then you'll probably have an all day fader once it breaks these level. Low day. So something like this. But judging by this candle, you might, and then judging from the book, there's a lot of green bubbles on the book map. So there might be a lot of people that bought here in this wick, or it could have been a short squeeze too, but it got rejected. Yeah, no shorts here, but spot would be like this to go lower. Hey, Ebon, EBON. So EBON is extending on the 15-minute chart. So you might see it goes below 460. Or you might see it go to 460 before it goes higher. Right now it's a higher day push. Pretty big candle higher day, but got rejected there, so I wouldn't go long here. I think this is gonna retest like this and then go back down to 460. So it's not a buy here. There's a big green candle, so some people that bought there on a high day push is gonna be sellers now if it doesn't continue higher. So 460 is gonna be like the near term price that's gonna drive to on EBON. Definitely not a buy right now. Clov. Alright, so Clov went higher. Yeah, so Clov pretty much tested that VWAP area and it bounced off it. So VWAP would have been the first target if you took this short at 804. And then the next target would be the 5-minute chart. Didn't exactly test it, but it looks like it's bouncing off VWAP. Had a small flag. Another high day push. And WKHS. Alright, yeah. This one will probably give us an opportunity soon. So went above the daily. So it's above the daily 90 EMA now. So let's see what it does. The last few time it closed above it was pretty weak, and then it hasn't closed above it yet. It's gonna extend on the 1-minute chart as well. Let's see it get pushed. Push through 13 and get rejected, and probably like something like this. I'll probably look too short. I want to see it like push through 13 though. I don't know if we'll get that. It might go down now. Yeah, it looked better to give that last squeeze over 13. Yeah, there you go. So that'll stop out a lot of shorts there. Bigger candle. You can see it's a bigger candle on that $13 break. So it's gonna get a lot of shorts out there, and then we can enter. All right, so let's see where this bounce is gonna be. I'm gonna wait for a lower high. So I think SSR is on, so it might be a little tricky to short, so I might have to enter a little early if it sets up. So right now I'm trying to find where this low is, and I'm gonna mark the cup line. All right, so 1290. Or actually it's 1289 is that cup line. 1297 is this high. But this is the first time it tested the 1-minute chart after this here, so it actually might even go higher. But it is a big red candle there, and it's extended on the 5-minute chart. So 5 minutes at 1270, 1268. All right, so no lower high yet. Yeah, and this push was a little too much. So it might set up a, yeah, it might go higher. So I'll stay away from this for now. So no lower high yet. You want the lower high to be at least like below 50% of the range, of this range. Like typically it works best if the lower high is like below 50% of this range. Like the highs to the cup line. If it goes up like this, most likely it will hold like a higher low and then go higher. So I'm just gonna wait. So this was not a lower high, right? So we're gonna look for a lower high like this. This was continuing to be a higher high. But definitely looks like it's squeezing out some early shorts there. Pretty big green candles. Yeah, I think this is just shorts getting squeezed, or it might be shorts on the daily. Swing shorts are covering. I bet there's probably a lot of swing shorts trying to push this stock down. Or actually, I remember I checked like Vivis. I think it had like 30% short. WKHS. Yeah, 31% short float. So this, this could be the day where the shorts are gonna get squeezed a little bit. But I don't think it'll be the day that it's gonna make a big move. Although this is a pretty big move. But it's gonna go parabolic pretty soon. You can see an increase in volume bars. Let's see, the last time we did a 5-minute test, it didn't really give a signal. So I don't know if this stock will give us a signal. So it looks like it's gonna push higher again. So I'm just gonna look through other stock right now until this settles down. MTSL, so MTSL ended up just breaking through this level. Ebon also going higher. But yeah, it looks too extended. I still think it's going to 460. Clov also going higher. 813. So 813, where's the 5 minutes at? And you got 845. Where are these highs? $832s is gonna be this low. So if we give it a small little bounce here, I might take it short 832s. 832 risking 845s. So this is like a 1 minute like doji bounce. Target is 814 if it does break. Alright, so I might take this 832s. Let's see what it does here. Alright, so it looks weak. I took 500 shares there. My stop's going to be 845. I might add more if 832 breaks. Okay, so I went in early there, so I might have to stop out if 845. All right, so I took it out there. I went in small, just dollar size, so $4.90 loss, but I'm still gonna stock this. So let's see if it goes higher day one more time. So I want to see this through kind of another higher day break with high volume. All right, so there's high day. Clov short flow is 27%. So I went in a little early there. Like 832 was the signal, but it didn't create a lower high for the 832 break. So let's see what it does here. And then I stopped at 845 level. Wkhs. Oh, this looks ready. I'm ready to short this. I might take some now. So I grabbed some there. It looks ready. Stop at 1312. So I'm in 1,000 shares. I'm gonna risk like $100 on this. This is the inverted cup and handle. I just immediately saw that, so I took it short. So I'm at 1,000 shares. Target is, so the daily 90 EMA is at 1286. 1280 is the 5-minute target. So 1305 was that cup. So let's see if it holds below 1305. So my full stop is 1312 for Wkhs. Let's see how I react towards this retest. So unfortunately I didn't take anything out there, but this might be the daily. The 5 minutes going to be caught up in the next 5-minute print. Okay, so that push was a little strong. Let's see what it does. So I might downsize here. 1312 breaks. So I took off a little bit there. I might re-add if it just rejects. All right, so look like it's strong. So I downsized at 1312 half shares. I'll take a full stop at 1325 on the rest. But it doesn't look good right now. I probably should have just took it all there at 1312. Yeah, so I took off the rest there at 1320. That's a $118 loss. So it was a decent signal. Had a small wash there. Should have downsized a little bit. Or like took some off when we went to 1290s or so. And then it just kind of bounced. Yeah, not sure exactly why it bounced that level, but it might be the daily. The dailies all caught up, so yeah, that's probably the daily 90 MA bounce. So for this WKHS, I'll probably look for a 5-minute signal now, since the 1 minute is not like respected as much. I'm gonna look for a 5-minute, which requires more consolidation and lower highs. But that'll take some time, so I'm gonna look at something else. So Clov still going higher. Yeah, Clov's gonna take some time too. Can looks tempting, but I don't have much luck shorting can. It looks really like algo-y. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep my eye on Clov. It's approaching its prior high daily resistance. $9.23. Clov has 27% short float. So this low is 871. Let's see if we get a bounce here. All right, so there's the bounce, and the bounce looks strong. Yeah, so another strong bounce, so it looks like it might go higher. Okay, got rejected there pretty hard on that bounce. So the candle is closing in 3 seconds. Okay, so oh, did my thing freeze? Okay. So 888 is the high of this bounce. Yeah, this looks a little tricky. His bounce was a little too big. Let's see. So 871 is these lows. Depending if I should take the 871 break. I feel like one more bounce would be better, but I might try it. Okay, so I took 871 there. But I might need another bounce. I'm going to stop at 888 on this. Yeah, I had a feeling it needed another bounce there. So, alright, so I have to stop out. Yeah, by the look of it, I didn't feel like that was ready. I grabbed it anyways. Took a $100 loss there. So total $164 loss. So not a good morning today. Yeah, so normally these type of bounce need to be lower. Like these highs were too high, so it had a higher chance to create a higher low, which it did. Or it created like bottom, double bottom. Alright, so far down the morning, 284 or 282 on these two stocks. So let's see if I can get anything. And Friday's really my worst days. WKHS might be the top now. Let's see. So 923 was the previous daily high with high volume. For Clov. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. 883. I feel like if this crash, it probably go back down to the 15-minute trend. Yeah, it's definitely way extended. This candle here had the biggest candle. So maybe shorts are finally squeezed. Yeah, no, not yet. They're not ready. It's probably gonna get to 923s. I don't think it's ready, but it could. I don't know. It might. When I see stocks trend like this, it might not give us the inverted cup and handle setup. But based on this action right now, this high is attempted push. It might have another push in it. But it is holding this 1 minute trend. So I think if it sets up anything over here, I might take it. But definitely Wkhs and Clov is giving shorts a pretty bad day. Wkhs also high. I feel like these two stocks are probably the only one that are moving with high volume. Alright, so it might look like so for this, I want another lower high because right now it's doing what it's doing over here earlier. Good morning, Junhoi. Alright, so that was a trend break. I feel like it's still holding up pretty strongly considering it just broke that trend. I'm probably just gonna wait until the 5 minute. I don't think this 1 minute, 5 minute is gonna test pretty well. I'm just gonna hang on. If it sets it for 5 minutes later, I'll take it. I think the 1 minute chart is gonna get tricky. I think it has probably another leg. I don't feel like that was a lot of emotions to it there. Unless it's just like higher float and it's just a, yeah, the flow is like 100 million, so it might be a little more like a slow grind or slow death to it, but a little tricky. WKHS. Yeah, for Clov, I'm just gonna wait for the 5 minute reversal. I think this was a trend break if you want to take that risk like this prior high around 9, but a little tricky. So WKHS 1377 is where this is at. So let's see if we can get a lower high there. Alright, let's see if we can get a lower a small bounce here. So 1373. So 1372. Alright, so here's the bounce. $13.85. So this candle is going to close soon. Alright, so 13.85 is that high. So 13.72 is the break. I might try to enter it short a little early because there's SSR, but 1373 is the trigger. So I grab a few short there a little early. 1385 might stop on these early shorts. But yeah, definitely is a little bit early. But because it has SSR on, I'm not sure if this SSR is true or not. It's my calculation, but okay. So I'm trying to add more. Oh, 1372 hidden buyer there. 1372 has hidden buyers. You can tell it's a hidden buyer because there's like no shares and there's a lot of sales going through, but it didn't crack. So 1372 is hidden buyer. Okay, so there's the crack. Didn't exactly go really far though. Yeah, it seems pretty heavy. I mean, it seems like there's still buyers in here. 1372 didn't really crack. But I have 1,000 shares, 1375 average. Alright, so it might give up now. Okay. So if it does go to the 5-minute chart, it's 1340s. So I'm gonna try to be a little patient here. But the last time it did this, right here, it broke just like this, and it didn't give a 5-minute test. And I stopped out for a loss there. Right now, it doesn't look like it's crashing. I mean, like selling pretty hard. So 1350s. Yeah, I feel like there's still swing shorts trying to cover. That's why it's not going down as fast. So 1372 was this flag line. $13.63 is this low. I tried to smack 13.63 more on my ads, but it didn't fill me there. Alright, I'm probably gonna take some profits at 1350s. Alright, so I got some there at 1353. I'm gonna try to be patient and hold it to 1340s. But this was the prior high here at 1350, so it might bounce here. But let's see if we can get through it. If 1350 crack, we can see 1340 soon. Alright, so nice. 13. I'll take some profits. So I grabbed some at 1348 profit there. Just only 500 shares, trying to get that 1340s on my last bid. Gonna try to make this trade worth it. Right, it's pretty heavy now. Grab another 200 shares at 1343s if I can get filled here. Alright, so I got filled 1342s. I'm just down to 300 shares. It's approaching the 5-minute 9 EMA here at 1337s. So it's stalling a bit. Since it's 13, all right, so it might be the bounce. It's extended on the 5 minute, 1 minute chart. So we probably get a bounce here. I have 300 shares. I'm gonna give it a bounce to the 1 minute trend. So since it's been trending the 1 minute chart, so it might get a bounce on this 1 minute trend around 1360 or 1355. So I'm gonna give it this lower high here, and then I'm gonna stop once it creates this high, whatever this high is at. I'm gonna put my stop there on the rest. So this is the 5 minute bounce, 1340s. And it's probably the first time it's like fully tested it, close to fully tested it. So we might get a pretty healthy bounce. It might get another leg up, squeeze shorts again. But if it rejects on the 1 minute trend here on this tail line, I'm gonna put my high there on the rest. I'm gonna put my stop there on the rest of my shares. So 1355 right now got rejected at there. So I'm gonna put 1355 as my stop on the rest of my 300 shares. Now I move my stop down to kind of guarantee to lock in those profits. Let's see if 1341 break. All right, so nice there. I'm gonna try to grab some. Okay, so I didn't get filled exactly there. So now it's fully tested the 5 minute chart. It tapped it. Yeah, Clov. Yeah, it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. Looks like it was gonna test and go higher. But yeah, 922 is where that the last daily was. All right, so I got filled 100 shares at 1335. I might take it off here if it doesn't go lower. I think it's gonna get a full big bounce. So I'm gonna start with 1356. Alright, I'm gonna go back on Clov. So that might have been like no, I don't like that. Didn't really set up there. But it rejected a 922 daily level. I'm probably gonna wait until the 5 minute sets up. I don't think it's gonna give us a clean 1 minute signal. Something like this. Yeah, Clov is definitely running. So WKHS, I'm gonna go back to this. I still have 200 shares short. Yeah, it looks very heavy. Alright, so I grabbed another 100 shares there at 1330. I'm just gonna stop the rest, and if it goes above this 9 EMA, 1340s. So I'm gonna put my stop at 1341 on the rest there. Clov. Yeah, Clov. I'm gonna wait until the 5-minute reversal. I don't really trust the 1 minute. So the 5-minute reversal is gonna look something like this. So let's see if it gives us a bounce. All right. So Workhorse, pretty much non-stop selling here. It's a 5-minute break. Alright, so I'm probably just take it off wherever this high is. Whatever this creates the high in this candle, this bounce. I'm gonna put my stop there. And then just gonna let the 100 shares trail maybe to VWAP. Just have 100 shares left. So it looks like it's rejecting the 1 minute again. Alright, so whatever this high is, I'm gonna put my stop there. Yeah, cool bounce. So it needs to consolidate for 5 more minutes. So if this gives like this, like here, consolidate here. 4 more minutes. I want to see the 5-minute close. This is not ready yet. Need to pull the 55-minute chart. Pretty much this needs to close on a 5-minute and then another 5-minute break. Right now the 5-minute looks extended. I would want another candle like kind of this small right here. It's gonna be like 4 more minutes. If it holds below this, I'll look to short it. I don't want to be too early on this anymore. I already got stomp on it twice. I'm just gonna wait till the full 5-minute setup. Alright, so Workhorse still have 100 shares short. And looks like I'm gonna put my stop at 11. Yeah, looks like I'm just gonna stop out here. 1355. Just took it off there. Looks like it's gonna just do some funny business. But yeah, I went from I think down 111 on Workhorse to positive 170. So I took a loss here for $111 loss, and then I took a short here. So the reason I took this short earlier was you can see a little inverted cup and handle forming. It broke. I didn't exactly get any covers here. Kind of slightly bounced off the 5-minute chart, but wasn't a full test. And then I attempted again here, inverted cup and handle. Took that short, and then I covered right there. Now it's starting to bounce, so I just took it off on the rest. Looks like it's gonna do some trailing back. But pretty much this was like $270 win and covered my losses earlier. Clov, yeah, Clov. Pretty much, I think shorts are just getting screwed here, including me. The way it's trading right now, it looks like it's gonna go higher. Don't get in front of this. It didn't exactly consolidate here. It looks like it's gonna break again. Shorts are definitely stuck here. It's big. Yeah, 15 minutes way extended, so we're gonna see a correction soon, but I don't know how soon. We might get a so ideally, if it's gonna be a short, one more bounce here, one more bounce. One more bounce, and I'll take that short, risking here for the trend line crack. So I already took 2 stop loss on this one. I think it was just a $50 loss here and a $100 loss trying to short. So I had to be a little bit more patient on this one. Yeah, so that's the trend line break right there, but I just ignore that. It didn't give me a bounce. Yeah, on the 5-minute looks extended. We can still get a 5-minute reversal. This candle just need to close smaller. Then we'll get that inverted cup and handle. So let's give it another 5 minutes for this candle to close. This is just the beginning of the candle. Like this. But if it breaks here, probably just gonna pass. I'll pass on it. I don't want to get stuck on it again. So 844 is where the 5-minute trend is. $845. Just one more bounce. One more bounce. So 883. It's a level here. Like one more bounce to like $9 right here. 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Alright, so tried 883 there. I mean, it's trying. Okay. So there's the 883 break, but I don't trust it. It's a little too early for me. So the candle didn't close down the 5-minute chart. So this low is at 877. Yeah, it looks like, see, I don't trust it. You have to wait until that 5-minute candle to close. Now, since it kind of broke a little bit down a little early, now we have to wait for another 5-minute candle. Like one bounce. We need at least like a good decent bounce here. So one more decent bounce, and then I think we can probably short it through 877, which was this low here. Hopefully it doesn't break yet. We have a couple seconds before this 5-minute close. So the 5-minute close. Alright, so yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to go a little early. I still think it needs one more bounce. One more bounce. Can we get another bounce? Alright, so there's a decent bounce. So the high here is 892 on that bounce. So I'm gonna let this 5-minute candle close. So this 5-minute candle close this small. I'm probably gonna take a short 877. So we have 2 more minutes before it closes. $8.92 is going to be the stop. Trigger is 8. Probably not 877 anymore. It's 875. $8.95. I don't know. It might even try to flag again on the 5-minute chart. But it looks way extended right now on this morning to go higher. Still think it's gonna go to below 850 in the next. All right, so the 5-minute is closing in 1 minute. Hey T-Mac, yeah, I'm looking to short Clov. It's a 5-minute reversal. The 15-minute 90 MA is down here at 840, so right now it's extended. So I'm looking to short it. I already failed twice here. I stopped out twice for $164 loss total. So the 5-minute is closing in 20 seconds. Okay, so it looks like it might go a little early. Alright, so the 5 minutes closed. So I'm going to take a short. I went in small there. I'm going to stop at 895. But 875 is the level it needs to break. So we might need a small bounce here. Let's try and do it. Like a 1-minute bounce. So 885 so far is that bounce. I might add more if 875 breaks. So I added more there. So 875 should get this at least back to 860s. Right, so there's 875 crack. Not as strong as I wanted that crack to be, but let's see if it can stay below it. So 862 is where VWAP is at, so I'm gonna take my profits around that area if it does get there. Yeah, it's like way crowded. I feel like the float is too big, so there's not a lot of emotions at certain levels. Normally, like if it's a small cap, we would probably get like a huge candle. But it might be like just a slow depth of it. Yeah, it's way overcrowded. So it needs to hold below this 875 level. If it reclaims, then I might have to downsize. But I'm gonna try to hold to this VWAP level, which is at 860. So the 5-minute is gonna close in a minute. Let's see if that 5-minute closed below the 5-minute 90 MA. So it needs to close below this. Did I get an EBIT? No, I didn't get an EBIT. So the 5-minute's closing in 20 seconds. So we want this close to be below the 5-minute 90 MA. And that might confirm the trend. If it doesn't, then we might have a doji candle on the 5-minute chart and have to take a stop. So it's going to be a doji candle, so it's almost closing here. So that close was below the 5-minute 90 MA. So 883 was this high. Yeah, I don't like how it's hanging on here. Alright, so here's the next leg down. So I'm gonna move my stop to 883. I think if it pops over 883, it's probably gonna go higher. Which I doubt because the 15 minutes is just so extended. But yeah, if this forms a higher low here, it might do some funny business to go higher. I'm expecting this to make a lower low and then hopefully test that 860 level to give us that VWAP target, at least the first target. Alright, it's below 870s. I'm gonna take my first profit at 860. 864, 300 shares. Let's see if it reached there. Yeah. I think the idea is there. It's just like a really slow mover because of the float. Float is really high. 100 million float, so it's going to take a lot of volume to just move it. So VWAP is 863. Okay, so it looks like it's probably bouncing on VWAP. So this is an attempted flag. So what happens? Very strong push. Might have to take. So prior high was 895. Yeah, might have to stop. 895 breaks. Alright, so downsize there. Yes. So unfortunately, yeah, I didn't take any profits again towards this VWAP area, but I probably have to take a stop here. Alright, so I took it off there. On the rest at 887. So $283 loss. Total. I could have taken some profits there at the VWAP level. And it looks like shorts kind of covered a little early there. And then I still think this is going to go back to 850s. 15-minute trend is just so extended. That's why I was more short bias. The 90 EMA is at 850, so but this stock, yeah, it has like 27% short on Finviz, so might be some daily shorts just trying to cover. Yeah, so overall right now I'm down 114 bucks today. Took 3 losses on Clov. There was a potential spot where I could have took some profits to minimize my loss here on Clov, but the win here on Wkhs was also a short. I took $111 loss earlier on Wkhs and I made it back for like a $270 win. So it looks like Clov is going to do a flag here, this flag break. So there's the flag, reclaim a level as support, and the flag break. So it looks like it's going to go higher today. So took my loss there at 886. Looks like it was holding support on the 86 level, so I took it off. And there's a flag break, squeezing shorts again, including myself. So yeah, so this will probably gonna, it's a little tricky. Definitely not a good day for shorts on these two stocks. But Wkhs, I took an inverted cup and handle here. Didn't take profits on that break, and I covered for a $100 loss there, and then I took another inverted cup and handle here for the backside move, and I covered here on the 5-minute trend, and it bounced. So this was a $170 win total. But today I'm overall down $111. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching and tuning in. It's probably the most views that we've gotten, and maybe because I'm streaming a little bit longer and later on that day. But I do have a full-time job that I need to run to, or I work from home. But I do try to trade every day in the morning. I get on around 6:30 to 7. So if you want to tune in and see me trade, I look at both long and short. So these are the two strategies I take, and pretty much just looking for these patterns day in and out. So yeah, I trade for both long and short. So if you can't short, then I also look for the long setups. But recently the market hasn't been giving those opportunity on the long side as much compared to like in January and February, where pretty much 80% of my trades was long. Right now, almost like 80% of my trades are short side because I haven't seen any long signals to confidently trade in. What share size am I working with? I size in based off my risk. So typically I risk around $100 to $200. So you take what you lose, and that's where you size in. So like for instance, like this Wkhs. If you look earlier on my short setup strategy, you can see the short setup strategy on the right. It's an inverted cup and handle, the till. So you get a little cup, large cup, and then a small handle, and you short on that cup line. And then your stop risk would be the prior high, so that lower high, and then you short on the cup signal, and then you take profits. And then if you compare that to what happened on Wkhs, that's what I did exactly. So you can see, let me clear some lines so it looks a little more clear. So you can see there's a cup line here that happened, and I was short biased because the 5-minute chart is extended, and usually if your higher time frame chart is extended, you get a correction to the downside. So here's the inverted cup and handle, exactly like the pattern you saw. I took the short there at 1372. So this is 1372, which was the cup line. I took a short there, 1,000 share at 1373, and my stop was here at 1385. So that's a 13 cents stop, right? So if I size in 1,000 shares, it's $130 loss. So I size in based off my loss, how much I'm risking per trade. So I'm risking normally $100 to $200 per trade, and then I made 270. So it shows 169 here. It's because I took a $100 loss earlier. I took a $100 loss here. Same pattern that you see, but this time it kind of wicked down and somewhat tested it, but not fully tested the 5-minute chart. It was extended. I was expecting a longer test, but it ended up bouncing. So I took my loss there for a $100 loss, and then here I made 270, which covered the $100 loss and made $170. So this was the trade that worked out, and it's bouncing off the 5-minute chart, and this is where I covered. Right now it might do a 5-minute reversal, so you can see a little inverted cup and handle here. If there's another inverted cup and handle, it might go to 1320s in a short time. But yeah, Clov, this was the 5-minute bounce and a trap short again. Price shorts piled in here, including myself, around this area. So when there's a flag line break here on CLOV right here. So this was a decent setup. The one that I would get behind if it wasn't so extended on the 15-minute chart. So you can see support became resistance around here, and this is where shorts, hopefully it, bounce and reject at this level, but it reclaims. So when it reclaims, it's definitely trouble for shorts. And this is the flag break once that support become confirmed there. And this is where shorts probably stopped out most of it, and longs piled in because of this flag break, which is my other strategy. But the reason I don't take this short because it was extend on the 15-minute chart. Right now, the price movement has pulled the 15-minute chart up, so it's caught up now. So if you look at the 15-minute chart, I think people are, 15-minute chart dip buyers that are buying it as well. But yeah, it's still extended, and I think because we have on the daily chart, there's par shorts. On FinViz, it shows 27%, so we might have some shorts covering. So I do have to sign off to work on my full-time job. I work at a biotech company, so I do stream. Yeah, I stream 1 to 2 hours each morning, starting from around 7. So if you haven't done so, yeah, hit the subscribe channel and like button to support the channel, and I'll see you guys next week. I do an end of day, like daily recap each day, so you can check out my channel for if you want to see my progress throughout. I've been doing that this year for like 2 months straight now, so you can see the progress there. And I also post on my Twitter each day. And I also have a Discord server, the link below in the description, if you would like to see some alerts on my off hours or offline while I'm working. I do occasionally trade some, so I do send out kind of alerts and what I'm looking at. But yeah, thanks everyone again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, bye guys.